usually because something in their subconscious mind is telling them that, you know, it's going to be a while. And when we're like pushed and pushed and pushed, sometimes some of us, some pairings really have important missions to complete, and the union is needed now. I'm not saying that it's going to be this pairing, so don't attach to what I just said, because it just came to my mind because you have really beautiful energy, and to have that energy for your next year being the second year on a journey, 2026, it's also because you're one powerful collective. Remember what I said about that lineage? That I keep seeing this historical person. That is a one powerful energy. I feel like there's going to be things that you're going to be knowing in your intuition. I am hearing karma with this justice as well. So there's certain things on your karmic wheel that are going to be like blocking your intuition. So you're going to have to power through that. You're going to have to balance that. But I'm also hearing that there are going to be certain things that you're just going to believe that maybe certain things are not happening because there's something in it. There must be something in it. There must be some karma to clear out, right? But you have Six of Wands, you have Wheel of Fortune, and you have Hanged Man. So to have, on top of patience, to have that Six of Wands, I feel like this is success. This is conquering. This is the energy of triumph. So it's like you're gonna conquer this, right? So for you to, on your second year of the journey, to conquer the patience. Oh my God, woman. I bow before you. I feel it might not be like 100% just yet, but it's like you're gonna really find it in you to reason with yourself, to understand. Maybe you are naturally a very patient person, which helps. It always helps if you have this joyful patience within you naturally. With that Wheel of Fortune, that's on top of that resentment and that cleanse, and we have the karma as well. I feel that next year there's going to be something within your karma, not just with your person, but around grudges, holding grudges, emotions that you've never let go. Maybe there are some people in your life, maybe I don't know, I'm hearing father, maybe that as well. Maybe some ex-partners, maybe some ex-friendships as well. I'm hearing that you still have a little bit of resentment. They're going to push you to tap into that on a deeper level, to really cleanse that emotion, to really, because it's important. In Divine Feminine has to have a healthy, pumping, amazing heart, and there's no place for resentment. As long as you cannot fully awaken, the heart is the bridge between realms, right? Between your upper chakras and your lower chakras, between the physical and the spiritual. So you cannot fully be spiritually awakened. You cannot fully be the spiritual teacher, the shaman who walks between the worlds, when there's a resentment in your heart, when there's someone that you haven't truly forgiven and you still have suppressed emotions. So it's going to be part of your karmic wheel to sort of clear that out next year. And on top of that longing, you freaking have the Hanged Man. I mean, there's something about this collective that maybe you will struggle with different things, right? We all struggle with something, but when it comes to that patience and that, I feel like you will find your way to surrender to it, which is amazing, because this collective, I know this collective, this is why I'm also saying that you're so powerful. You are, out of all of my collectives, I think this collective, when we talk about that initial stage with your masculine, right? Things that are happening, things that they do to us, things that they put us through, right? You've suffered the most. the disappointment, the humiliation, the abandonment, the betrayal. And not all of us go through these things, right? It's very different for every pairing. Some divine feminines, it's a short-lived romance, and then, yeah, there's some deception, there's a little bit of lies, there's a little bit of, ghosting and betrayal, and then they disappear, and that's it, right? But sometimes it's really harsh. It's really harsh when they're very wounded. They can really do some nasty. Maybe that somehow will help you to remove that longing. I mean, we shouldn't be holding on to the negative things, but maybe I'm hearing earth sign. Maybe you are an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. This is why you have this natural patience. I mean, okay, let's face it. I'm a Virgo. I have zero natural patience, but I always say this to you guys. Star sign is one thing, and then we're ruled by certain element, right? So for example, I'm a Virgo, I'm an earth sign, but I'm ruled by air, right? But you may be, whether you are earth sign or not, you may be ruled by earth, which means that you would have that natural quality to ground, to be patient, right? And we shouldn't be holding on to grudges and to the bad things, but maybe this will be your way. Maybe in your mind you will, to reason with yourself. Maybe you are a person of reason, right? So to reason with yourself, maybe you will say, but look what they did to me. How can I long for this person? And it will kind of help you to release. I want to do these. Balance. We have two cards of balance. There is a certain sense of balance that you're gonna achieve next year, and you're gonna some powerful cards, you guys. To be honest, past life healing at the bottom deck. Feel like powerful collective. Really, truly. On your second year, don't make these things fit. If you're on this journey for like 5 years, this is not your collective. This collective, your journey started last year. Your awakening happened, your Kundalini awakening happened last year. All these details in this reading have to resonate. Certain little things like air, like a star sign, or like maybe sometimes certain numbers that come to my mind, like those little details. They're things that they may be for a specific person to have that confirmation. So like a detail or two you can skip, but those big things that I'm saying, so the presence of third party, that visions of past lives already, and the connection to lineage, right? The divination for this collective, right? It's important. It's important. So second year, you're second year on this journey. And if you're having this energy, man, queen, conqueror of times and worlds, and you have go into the void. So many divine feminines, it's years before they really go into the void. But it's on top of that resentment clearance. Maybe someone will hold you through this journey to venture to the void, when there's everything and there's nothing, the quantum field for answers, to clear that resentment that you still have in your heart. I'm hearing that you may have some assistance. So shamanic healer, maybe. You have balance, you have developed your craft as well. Which is making me think that you're going to be tapping into next year in whatever is your craft. Remember, we mentioned that when we were talking about divination, so watch that previous part. And we have that technology detox, which is actually very nice, because that's on top of longing, that's on top of hanged man. You know what's coming to my mind? That in the beginning, we are in such a big longing for a masculine that we tend to, follow him on social media, whether that's like WhatsApp or Instagram or whatever that is. And the moment comes that we understand that it is just so not healthy. Why would I constantly, see what this person is doing when he has zero interest in me? He doesn't talk to me, he hasn't spoken to me, right? So sometimes something painful happened, they push us through a situation or pain, right? They send us mixed signals, they still flaky, they still like, right? We just stop following them. We just stop following. It's like we delete their number not to see them on WhatsApp. We unfollow them on Instagram, because what's the point? What's the point if you are not responding to my messages, if you are leaving me on red, if you are not reaching out to me, if you are choosing other, whatever that is, women distractions, right? You're not choosing to be present in my life. Why would I be interested in what you're doing? And it's painful, right? So that technology, that detox and that surrendering is making me feel that there's going to be a moment. I'm hearing it's not going to be anytime soon, but it may be towards the end of this year, the next year, the 2026. I feel like there's going to be this is what I'm hearing like right now. They're showing me something specific. Okay, I get it. So you may not completely conquer this longing and get out of this longing in 2026, but again, I always say this to you guys, we don't shift like from one day to another. Yesterday I was in divine feminine, boo, now I am. Like yesterday I was in longing, boo, today I'm not. It's released gradually, it's frequency, right? So we sort of adjust to it, we get used to it. So I feel like this next year you may be in strong longing, but somewhere around the second half of the year, I'm hearing for most of you the end of the year, the next year, 2026, something will happen that you will be like, to hell with this, unfollow. I don't want to know anything about you, because if you are not interested to be part of my life, I'm not going to be, I surrender to this. If you are meant to be in my life, you will freaking find your way back home. You're a grown-up man. I'm not going to be, maybe you will see something, or maybe they will reach out, they will say something to you, and you will see completely different thing on social media. You get like, to hell with this. You just surrender to it. Because for so long, the longing is so strong that we want to hold on to that minimum thing. We're thinking, I'm not going to follow him. I'm going to delete his number. How is he going to contact me when the time is right? But you guys, the truth is that when the time is right, the masculine is awakened to such longing and such urgency that they would find us in China. They would find us even if we were living in like this village, like completely with no technology, like living our mission. They will find us, okay? They will sniff us, because the red thread becomes so strong and it pulls them in, because we no longer even care where that red thread is. We're so focused on our mission, on our divinity, right? And it pulls them in. But in the beginning, when we were longing, we're like, oh my God, like we are so afraid to lose the way of being connected to them in the physical. But when we detach from the physical, it no longer matters. We no longer care, right? So I feel that's what's going to happen. You're going to do a bit of a technology detox. Maybe you're even going to I don't know why I just saw someone tossing their phone into a river. Don't do that. Don't do that. First of all, it's not good for the environment. Second of all, why would you spend your hard-earned money on a new phone? Just, unfollow. Unfollow. But if you do that, that's okay. Sometimes, we need that. All right. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. I was sensing kindred spirit here in this collective. There's a different energy to you, but you are go-getter. You are the conqueror. You are like, I'm gonna nail this journey. You're a hard worker. Whatever you put your heart, your efforts into, your hard worker. You're gonna jump right in. The moment you're ready, this collective, when you will decide who's going to be your teacher, who's going to be your healer, right? The moment you decide, I want to start this journey, you're going to be one of those feminists that are on session every 2 or 3 weeks in the beginning, and then as you stabilize every month. You want to be one of those feminists that on session every month, every session completely transformed, all the exercises, all the things that you will receive from your healer, done, 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 done. Give me more. What else we can do, right? That's the attitude. And that's usually the attitude that makes this journey 3-4 years and not 7-9. Do you know what I mean? Again, sometimes it's part of a divine timing and a divine plan. But yeah, there's no obstacle on your journey. Boom, 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 boom. This is my destiny. You know this. You know that what is destined, you understand mastery of destiny. That effort needs to be put in. That inner work needs to be done. Right? Bring it on. This is this Six of Wands energy, the conqueror. The conqueror. This is why I was seeing warrior women in your lineage. Tap into that, connect to that, discover that fighter, that warrior. I feel like what's going to help you as well to conquer this patience is to focusing on the beauty of the journey. So your lineage, clearing past lifetimes, healing sessions, the more we actually dive into that, you guys, it's easier. Because if you just sit and cry for your masculine, and then maybe every 3 months you have one session, and then maybe out of 10 exercises that your healer gives you, you're going to do one, and then like you just keep crying. I mean, I get it, it's hard. But if you put your mindset in the right thing, in the mission and God and lineage and healing, right? This is where we conquer this journey. Beautiful energy. There's a huge transformation that will happen for you in the next year. Huge transformation. You won't even recognize the person. You save this video. If it resonated, save this video. Take your notes. That's what I always recommend. That's what I would do myself. And it would help me amazingly when I was on my journey. Right now 2025 is ending. You just had this reading resonated. Grab yourself a new journal for 2026. Write down who I am, what am I going through, where I am on this journey. And as this journal ends at the end of the year, you're gonna go back and be like, woo, who was this woman? Oh my God, so many deaths and rebirths this next year, summing up to gigantic transformation and a huge glow up. This is a glow up. This is a card of when you change internally, you shine from within. People see your shift. People see your change. You start to magnetize. I'm loving this energy really, truly for you. My warrior woman. Yeah. All right. Let's do then January, right? Because that's what we said. We're going to tap into January. Other months doesn't make sense. I told you this, guys, many times. We take decision every day. We switch timelines. Things are shifting. Things are changing, especially in the beginning of this journey. What's the energy of January? Whoa. These are some powerful cards. You're going to start your year in some powerful energy. Powerful energy. You have the Emperor. This is a bit of a conqueror energy. This is a masculine energy. But what I'm hearing, remember you have those 2 masculine cards in your 2025. You're still going to be in your masculine energy, I feel. Maybe not the entire year of 2026, but I'm hearing first half of the year, which is fine. Like I said, we are right now living in a society, in a matrix that trains women to, in the patriarchal world, that trains women to live in their masculine energy. Most women don't know how to drop into their feminine. It requires a lot of healing. It requires quite significant switch into your lifestyle, into your ways of being, right? right? But it's not that the masculine energy is not good. We sometimes need our masculine energy, right? So I feel like you're going to be ruling and leading with your masculine energy, but it's going to be the healthy masculine. So it's not going to be the one that chases what he doesn't have, or the one that, pushes structure onto something that is just like not, right? But it's going to be the one that actually going to build the foundation. I feel you're going to start building. I wouldn't be surprised, this collective, if your resolution was like, boom, January, my first healing session. Let's do this. Let's go, right? Maybe you're already working with a healer. Maybe you're already working with a healer. Maybe you already have it. As you're watching this, I wouldn't be surprised if you already had your session, scheduled for January. I feel like you're going to have this boom in January. Let's go. Let's do this. Especially that we have Ace of Inspiration as well, which is Ace of Wand. It's a new, passionate, fiery beginning. I feel you're going to find that, but not just... Yes, our masculine in the first years, it cannot be any different way, whether we accept it or not. He is our motivation, but he is supposed to be our motivation. One day we will become his motivation and inspiration to become a better man. I just wish you were a better man. You know that song? You're going to start to build your foundation and your structure, and it's going to be beautiful because it's going to be built on love and intuition. On love and intuition. You're going to start to feel into that there's something in this life for you to achieve, that there's Gemini is coming to my mind as well, Aries Gemini. But there's something universal love. I feel that it's also the dedication to love yourself, to love yourself, to follow the path, to give yourself the opportunity to follow the path, to open your mind to things that you haven't thought that maybe existed in the past. Queen of Materials. Queen of Materials. That's beautiful because there is feminine energy, but it's the feminine empowerment, it's the feminine stability, it's the feminine structure. The Empress! Yes! The Empress and the Emperor and the Lovers. It's like you will find that dedication within you. I feel like your January is usually brutal, right? For most people, it's usually brutal because it's the programming. It's not truly the beginning of the year, true beginning of the year. It's in April. I always say this to you guys, but this is how we're programmed. Like it's a new calendar year. It's especially in I feel like in Northern Hemisphere because it's still like this disgusting winter, right? And we're missing sun and then Christmas is over. And it's January oftentimes. It's brutal for many people, but I feel like for you it's going to be just dynamite, this dynamite energy. Let's do this, let's go. I'm hearing that is so good, that is so beautiful. 10 of Emotions. Wow. So is there, I feel like I'm going to have to do more, I'm going to have to continue because I usually do lines, 2 lines, you guys know me, the world. A Fool, new beginning. I feel there's going to be something for this collective. It's beautiful energy. I mean, are you seeing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. And the only 3 cards that aren't major arcanas that you have is Ace of Inspiration, which is beautiful. 10 of Emotions, which is like a wonderful energy, like this fulfillment. And we have the Queen of Materials. You have to be ruled by Earth. Maybe you don't even know this is collective. Maybe you haven't tapped into. I have this playlist on my YouTube, Path, Purpose, Mission, and the final 3 episodes, 4, they talk about elements, how to, sort of the characteristics, how to feel into your element. There's this calmness of a warrior and of an empress and of a conqueror within you. It's like you understand that Rome wasn't built in a day, but you have this strength. There is this natural patience within you, this natural I wouldn't be surprised if you were some sort of an empress, actual empress in past lifetimes. There's this nobility, there's this strength, there's this something, oh, I'm getting chills, something unshakable, something that when you believe in something, right, it's not, we all go through like in and out and doubts on this journey. It's normal, but there's something in your very core that it's freaking unshakable. You wouldn't be one of those collectives that at one point of your journey you're going to start being, I'm just maybe going too far, but that's what I'm feeling. That you like freeways there, you're going to start thinking, this is not my twin, it was a karmic, or it was a false flame and I want a soulmate. No, it ain't this energy. That's why I said kindred spirit. Okay, when you know, let's do this. I wish I had your earthly perseverance and patience, right? There's this this feeling of earth when it's like it's there's this coldness, but there's this warmth to the earth. There's this security. There's this, I don't know, it would make sense maybe for the right collective. You will start in January, you will feel that you want to be happy and you want to build this happiness for you. And this path can be your happiness. And you're going to conquer this path. You want to build yourself a foundation. Let's continue. Give me something, Spirit, because there's not a single challenge here. What the hell? Oh my God, you guys. I am so surprised because you're young on this journey, but in the same time, I'm so happy because with this collective, what you've been through, I don't think I could handle it. I remember your readings, I'm tearing up. If with my beautiful divine masculine, if I had to go through what you went through with yours, I don't think I would be standing strong. I would probably like return to spirit realm, you know? Brutal. 2 of inspiration. Okay, we're continuing with the beautiful, beautiful theme. 2 of inspiration. Hold on, I sort of don't know what to... 2 of inspiration. Queen of... Oh my God. There's something in January will ignite your fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. And I think it's going to be you. You're going to ignite your own fire. There is an understanding within you that you're in the beginning of this journey. Maybe they will grant you something. Maybe they will grant you, I'm hearing like an activation. Like an activation that will get you so excited. You know, like sometimes on this journey it happens that they activate a gift within us that we're so excited about it. It's like we cannot believe that this is actually happening. Like, whew, I'm seeing spirits, and we like forget about them, even if it's just like for a moment. But it's just so damn exciting. I do feel that this collective is somehow linked to like women empowerment. Temperance. There it is. This is you. You are temperance. The meaning of the word itself. Temperance. You have fire within, but you don't rush into things. You understand that the good things come to those who wait. Rome wasn't built in a day again. You understand that. I feel you're also someone that you wouldn't show your pain. I feel you are a person of reason. You may struggle a little bit with some things. There was like intuition, right? Very strongly working on it. You may struggle with certain things. Reason is what stops us from our greatness. You may be someone, did I finish that sentence? Like when you're really in pain, when you're suffering, people don't really know. It's like you're not very expressive, I would say. Joyful. This is why you surprise yourself, because maybe in the past, even when you were in pain, Hierophant. my God, you have the Empress, the Emperor, the High Priestess, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Temperance. This may easily be one of the most magical months of your freaking life, if not lifetimes, okay? Something's gonna happen, you guys. Awakening. Oh my God, maybe this is, no, it couldn't be. I feel like you already went through your Kundalini. Kundalini doesn't look like this. Kundalini it's nasty. It's but maybe it will actually start to really rise. It's one thing to awaken it, right? And it's a bit of a different thing when it starts to really rise, right? And go through our energy points, right? It's a completely new, I feel like they're gonna even activate something within you or show you something like a vision, like that it will just, it's like this new mini awakening, another awakening, because you're already awakened. You cannot, right? The serpent has opened its eyes, but something powerful that will give you this kick. I'm hearing, I don't know why I'm hearing she will show herself to you. So maybe you will have a dream or a vision with that powerful ancestor of yours that will start to lead you, that will start to guide you. You will feel her power within. It's like a completely new cycle opening. And January is going to be really magical. But your path, your foundation, your strength, understanding of wholeness, understanding of certain things. And I keep looking at that Temperance. Again, this is you, which is really beautiful energy. Really beautiful energy. There's something about color white as well. There's something about purity about you. Truly beautiful soul. I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna stop here because I wanted one more and we didn't have a single challenging card. There is a bit of a, but I'm stretching it. We have awakening and release your burden. We have to release our burden on this journey. You're gonna really gonna start your year beautifully. You're a warrior. You're a warrior. You're gonna conquer this. It doesn't matter how and when. And you know this because you're Temperance. You're going to conquer this. Absolutely beautiful energy. I love you so incredibly much. I hope you have an amazing, amazing year. Yeah, I'm going to stop because it's been long reading, but you deserve every moment and every second of my energy. I truly bow before you. One day you will know. You're probably not believing these words fully, but if the whole reading resonates and you didn't make that fit, you're one powerful woman. And I'm really privileged to read your energy. I'm going to start crying now. I'm going to go now. Bye!